You know what the worst thing about becoming an expert is? You stop noticing anything. And that's exactly how your life got stuck. Let's start with something obvious. Fluency is great. The more you do something, the better you get. This is good. This is how we learn. You practice piano scales. Your fingers move faster. You don't have to think about it anymore. You just do it. A surgeon does their 100th operation. They don't sweat. They don't second guess. Their hands just know. You've driven the same route to work 1,000 times. You don't even remember the drive. You just arrive. This is called automaticity. It's literally the goal of practice. Fluency is the entire point of getting better at something. So fluency is good, right? Wrong. Here's what happens. The moment something becomes automatic, your brain stops paying attention to it. And the moment your brain stops paying attention, you stop noticing when things go wrong. A master surgeon who's done the same procedure 10,000 times might not notice they've developed a bad habit that's hurting their patients. Not because they're bad, because they're too good. Their hands just know what to do. An employee who's been at the same job for 15 years doesn't notice the company changed. The pay stayed flat. The respect disappeared. The projects got worse. They just show up and do it. They've done it so many times, they can't see it anymore. Long-term couples sometimes don't notice the relationship died, not because it happened fast, because it happened so slowly that by the time it became a problem, they'd already built 1,000 automatic routines around the emptiness. A fluent speaker of their native language might never question why it works the way it does. They never notice the logical inconsistencies. They never innovate. They just speak. There's a pattern here. The more fluent you become at something, the less you think about it. And the less you think about it, the less you question it. And the less you question it, the more you accept it as just the way things are. Fluency doesn't just make you automatic. Fluency makes you blind. You become so good at ignoring what you're doing, you become incapable of noticing when what you're doing has become wrong. So what do? The answer isn't to stop practicing. You can't unlearn things. The answer is to become a productive novice in your own life. A beginner driver notices everything: the road, the other cars, the condition of the pavement, their own habits. An expert driver? They're on autopilot. They take the same route every day without thinking. But what if an expert driver chose to drive the beginner way sometimes? What if they went unfamiliar routes on purpose, changed their process, questioned why they do things the way they do? They'd catch the potholes, they'd discover better routes, they'd remember why driving matters. A master surgeon reviewing their own tapes, asking, why do I do it this way? Is this still the best way? Have I gotten lazy? That's the productive novice. An employee who's been somewhere 15 years, but who starts asking uncomfortable questions. Is this job actually good for me anymore? Am I staying because it's right, or because I'm used to it? What could I do if I had to start here over from scratch? A long-term partner who deliberately stops the automatic routine sometimes. Who asks, do we actually like each other, or are we just comfortable? Who forces conversation instead of letting it be automatic. The key is this: you have to regularly interrupt your own fluency. You have to ask yourself questions about the things you've stopped thinking about. Where are you so fluent that you've stopped noticing? What do you do on autopilot that you've never questioned? What if you were starting that job, that relationship, that hobby today? Would you choose it? Because here's the dark truth. Fluency is how potential becomes stagnation. Expertise is how good enough becomes invisible. Automaticity is how you end up somewhere you never chose to be. The moment you stop being a beginner, you have to start acting like one. Not to go backward, but to make sure you're actually going forward.